Morning, Dave Weiss here today with the bewareofartist.org tutorial. And this one's on making a webcomic. I started off with a drawing. I was hoping to draw the drawing on camera, but my camera's been giving me a little bit of trouble lately. So here's the basic drawing. Now you can see there's blue lines on there if you look really closely. I start off always drawing in blue pencil, and then I ink over top of that. I use Sharpies to do that, but you can use whatever inking medium you like. From there, we put it into the computer. As we're watching it scan, I thought I'd tell you a little bit about the gag that we're using. The gag that we're using today, the line that's the humor in this cartoon, very simply has this guy and he's hiding his head under a bushel, and he's wondering why people might ask if he's hiding his light under a bushel. And so that's what's happening here as we're getting this picture together. We're cropping it down right now, selecting the black, and then we're going to very simply create another layer that fills in all the black lines simultaneously. Now we're going to just go around it. We're going to create this. Our creature's going to be green today, and then we're going to do a little bit of shading on him after that. Just a very simple shading, just one other tone, because it's a very quick piece, and I'm trying to do it on video so that you can see it. Selecting out his tongue now and shading that as well so it looks like it's sitting inside his mouth. And now we're going to work on the bushel a little bit, add some color there. We're going to make it pretty much the standard bushel brown. A little bit of shading. Like I say, not very much. You don't need very much. You're just trying to convey an idea here. And if you're doing this with your webcomics, you can do it however you want. You can go as detailed or as simple as you want. I'm going pretty basic because my characters are pretty basic single panel cartoons. Just doing a few little things here on his antennas and adding the color to the last little bits here. And then we'll move on to the next phase. The next phase is putting the words in. And basically all that is we're going to actually need a little more room for my word balloon, so I made it a little larger. Now we're putting the words in, selecting a font that I like to use for cartoons. It's a font called Anime Ace, actually, and you can get fonts like this at blambot.com. Adding the word balloon here, we simply put a stroke around it. I made the stroke the wrong color, so I have to go back and make it black. And now we're doing the background. I do very simple backgrounds. This particular one is just a bunch of circles that I'm going to pop in here, just with a contrasting color to the other colors that I've used, so that when I drop it to the background, the image really pops. And again, we're just taking some of the background out, so he just has a little oval. That's just a stylistic thing that I do. Lastly, I'm dropping in the signature. I just take the signature and move it from one to the next. So that's pretty much where we're at. Now I'm saving the cartoon. And now I'm going to minimize make the cartoon a bit smaller, because if I put it up in this size when I put it on my blog, it would be huge. Now, one thing you're going to need to do as we're saving this, it needs to be saved as a JPEG, is you're going to need to have a blog to put it on. I recommend WordPress.com. It's free, and I'm just open mine now, but set up your account, and it works pretty easily. Really easy to work with, and they have all kinds of tutorials and stuff to get you started. Now I'm putting the title in, and now I'm going to select my image that I want to put in, and it's very simply just the one we just created. I have it saved in a file that I used, and I just have to pull it out, place it in there, and you see it's loading now, and we're going to add some titles. Just titling the piece very simply. I already have locations figured out. And now I'm just adding a little bit of extra text just to sort of tell the story behind the story. My friend Dorothy met me at a writer's conference the other day, and she just shared this idea with me, and I thought that'd make a really good creature tune. So that's what I'm doing now. Again, this particular thing is creaturetunes.wordpress.com. Eventually it'll be under newcreatures.com as well. But this shows you, I'm now adding some keywords, posting it, and then we're going to finally put the date in that I want to publish it, because I don't want to publish it immediately. And here it comes. This is how it will look when it's on the blog, and there's your finished piece. I hope this was helpful. Thank you very much, and have a great day.